Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you guys are having an excellent long weekend. Um, Hope you guys are staying off the chocolates. I have to say this because, obviously, I'm a fitness coach, so make sure you guys are staying off the chocolates. You maybe have one or two, but make sure you're not overindulging. All right. Thankfully, I only have one tiny little um, gold rabbit in my house. There it is. Haven't opened it yet, and I don't intend on eating. Okay, I thought I'd make another vlog, vlog number 3, just to tell you guys what I've been up to. So this week I've been working very, very hard on my online fitness business. Extremely hard. I've been putting in probably about 14 hours a day. And I've been on the phone constantly with many members and prospective members. And everyone is very concerned about their health at the moment, in a good way. A lot of people are now taking action to start looking after their health. So a lot of people are inquiring about the programs that I do, and also signing up to my challenges, my weekly 7-day challenges, which are free. So I'm pretty happy that the last challenge I did, we had almost 500 people collectively in the challenge, which is very encouraging to see. And a number of them will continue with our longer term program, and I can't wait to help them transform their health and their mindset and their fitness, so that they can in part contribute towards the rest of the community. My point of view is, every person that I help in getting better in terms of health, mentality, fitness, is one more person that's going to positively influence the community. So the more people that I can reach out to, the more people that I can serve, the quicker we can get out of this crisis. So Saturday, I spent a good part of this morning working out and working. And there's two things that came to mind when I was doing this. Because we're all stuck at home, we're a lot of us are probably struggling a little bit to keep sane. A lot of my friends I'm talking to at the moment, they're all saying, "Oh my God, I'm going insane. I want to go out. I want to go to a bar, have a drink, catch up with my friends," and things like that. Yes, you know what? It is a little bit stressful, but I think there are ways that we can make our time at home a lot more productive, and feel a lot less stressful. One of the things that I've done ever since we've gone into this lockdown is I've structured my day very, very well. Almost to every single hour, there's something that I need to do. So my typical day is I wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. I usually wake up at 5, but because we're stuck at home, there's no point in getting up a little bit earlier to get ready to travel to work. There's no need to travel to work, so I get up at about 6. I spend the next hour, an hour and a half, just meditating and working out. And by about 7:30, at latest maybe 8 o'clock, I start working, and I work 4 hours straight to 12. So 12, I have a break, I have lunch, and at 1 o'clock I get back to work again, and then I work all the way to 6:30 or 7 o'clock, where I have dinner. After dinner, I try to wind down and have my rest time. So I might read or watch a movie at home, or listen to a podcast or something like that. But probably 3 out of the days this week I've been working a little bit longer. So I've been working till about maybe 10, 11 o'clock instead. And I go to bed at 11 o'clock. And so it's a pretty well-structured day, and the weekends are the same. The only difference on weekends is on the days that I have my kids, I obviously go see my kids and spend time with my kids. But other than that, it's a pretty structured day every single day, 7 days a week. And even though the times that I'm working, I set specific tasks. that I need to accomplish every single day. So every night I write down 6 things that I need to do for the day after, and I work until I've completed those 6 things. And I don't do any more than 6, because I know anything more than 6, those ones below 6 are probably not high in my priority, and I probably won't get through to all of them. So I write down the top 6, and I try to finish 3 of them in the morning and try to finish the other 3 in the afternoon. So that's how I structured my day, and I find that the more structured your day is, the more purpose you have, the more reasons for you to do things, the quicker time goes by, the less bored you are, and the less insane you feel being in this lockdown. So I suggest you guys try something like that. It doesn't have to necessarily be work related, like I'm doing. It could be just structured in a way that it's a combination of a hobby, or learning something, or reaching out to people. But it's very important to have structured day, that you know exactly what you're doing and you feel a lot more productive. The more productive you feel, the less insane you feel, and the more purposeful you feel as well. The other thing I want to have a chat about is, obviously I've been speaking to a lot of members and prospective members who are interested in my program, and one of the recurring themes at the moment is financial stress. Seems like a lot of people are either experiencing some level of financial stress, or they're experiencing or they're anticipating some hurt that's about to come. And so my views of 2 things. One, I think, is what are we going to do individually to overcome that? What strategies are we putting in place to weather the storm? You're talking to your banks at the moment. Are you putting aside your savings? Are you trying to create additional income? Are you learning a new skill? Are you, creating your a different skill set and creating a higher value in the market? Whatever it might be, I think it's extremely important that you have a plan in place, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And whatever we're going to be experiencing is going to be a lot worse. Whatever we're experiencing right now, whatever we're about to experience is a lot worse than right now. I can already see an unemployment rate hitting double digits very, very soon, if not already. And I'm going to see a lot of business go out of business. A lot of small businesses will be out of business. Yes, the government's providing a lot of stimulus. Government is doing what they can, but it's really a band-aid solution to something that needs major surgery. So us as individuals, we have a responsibility to look after ourselves, our financial health, and in part, you're taking pressure off yourself, off your family, and off the system as well, so that we can, as a nation, as a community, get out of this crisis as soon as possible. The other thing is, the second thing about financial stress is, what are you doing to help other people? What are you doing to add value to other people? I'm not necessarily saying, go and hand out money to people, but there are things that you can provide that doesn't necessarily involve money. There's a lot of value exchange that doesn't need money. Money is only one form of currency. There's a lot of different forms of currencies. Sweat equity is one, value exchange. And sometimes it's just as simple as just reaching out to someone and say, hey, how's it going? How are you feeling? Is there something that I can help with? Just compassion. Compassion is a huge form of currency, which we see very little of. But I'm encouraged to see that it has become a lot more now that we're experiencing this crisis. So have a think about what you can do to help other people who probably need a little bit more help. Personally, what I'm doing at the moment is a lot of the prospective clients that obviously needs help in getting healthier, but who can't afford it at the moment. I'm providing payment plans. So I'm deferring payments. I'm spreading out some of these payments, and in some cases I'm offering discounts as well. Yes, it's going to have some burden on me in terms of my cash flow, but my theory is, again, the more people you help, the more fulfilling your life is going to be, and the quicker you and I and everyone else is going to get out of this crisis. So have a think about these two things. Have a think about your own personal health, financial health, physical health, mental health, and how you're going to look after it. Use the tips that I mentioned, I recommend in terms of structuring your day. And talking to your bank, making sure you've got enough savings and creating secondary income and perhaps increasing your skill and value in the market. And also think about how you can help others. Again, not always about money. A lot of times it's just about reaching out and providing value. Value comes in all different forms. And that's something for you to figure out, because obviously everyone's a little bit different. But I encourage you during this long weekend, when you've got a moment, have a think about these things. Have a think about how you can contribute, how you can continue to contribute, and think about how you can continue to improve yourself as well. We're given a golden opportunity at the moment. A lot of people see this crisis as suffering. Sure, there is a little bit of suffering, but on the other side of suffering is growth. So we're given a tremendous opportunity here. So what are you doing about it? Are you utilizing this stress? Are you utilizing this pressure at the moment, this economic pressure at the moment, to toughen yourself, learn a new skill, spend a bit more time doing the things that that's going to help you in the long term? And what are you doing about it? So I challenge you to think about what you're going to do for the next 6 months. Let's just call it that. I challenge you to become a better person in 6 months' time than you are now. And it doesn't have to be anything major. A 1% change every day, every week, compounds to massive change. So I challenge you to improve 1% at a time. Okay, I challenge you to do what it takes to be a better person. All right, guys, that's my vlog. Hope you guys have a tremendous and happy Easter long weekend. And like I said, watch out for those chocolates. Don't overindulge. Okay, catch you guys later.